Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be talking about our 2022 financial goals progress. So we're going to talk about our goals that we set at the beginning of the year, or probably like the last day of last year, and we're going to be talking about the progress that we've made and how far we still have to go. So if that is of interest to you, then please keep watching. But before we dive further into today's video, I want to thank Quickbooks for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Quickbooks Online is an essential tool for starting, running, and growing a successful business. Quickbooks allows you to easily manage your business cash flow, including income and expenses, pay bills, send invoices electronically to get paid fast, and remain organized all year round and ready at tax time with automated receipt and expense categorization. QuickBooks is an all-around user-friendly platform that allows you to monitor everything related to your business so that you can make better and more informed business decisions. My favorite part about using QuickBooks is the ability to integrate my favorite apps, which helps things run far more smoothly. Additionally, all plans include expert support. If you're looking to get a better handle on your business and finances, click the link in my description box. Thanks again to QuickBooks for sponsoring that portion of today's video. Now back to my regular content. Okay, so I'm not here to talk a whole lot about the business and the income and expenses and all of that, because every now and again I do a dedicated video, really whenever there's a real change when it comes to my income sources and all of that. But you know, I really don't feel like it's necessary right now unless you guys want to see that. Let me know in the comments if you do. But again, if you watched my most recent video, you would get this exact same information. However, I do want to share with you how much we've paid ourselves from the business and the income sources that continue to be the top earning income sources. So those sources include affiliate marketing, Google AdSense, sponsorships, and my Etsy shop, of course. So those continue to be the top earning income sources, as they have been for years. So from the business, what we've paid ourselves is $14,423. That's the money that we've paid ourselves from January through June. And I got that number by just looking at our personal family budget to see how much money we paid ourselves. So what we like to do is just pay ourselves a certain percentage from the business each month, and we like for that number to be about $2,000. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It kind of just depends, but that's really like a sweet spot. So as you can tell, we've paid ourselves a little bit more than what we typically do. So more than what would be about $12,000. We've paid ourselves about $14,500 actually. So the purpose of us paying ourselves the particular amount that we do is because we really use the side hustle or side business money to really advance our personal finance agenda. So when we go to work every day, because we work 9 to 5s, that money helps to maintain our household, to go on dates, take care of our dogs, you know, live our regular lives. But because of YouTube and all that comes along with it, it really has helped us to advance our, like I said, personal finance agendas. Without it, we definitely would have to either be searching aimlessly for higher income earning jobs, or I don't know, trying some other type of strategy. But because we are in this position, we just go ahead and try to be good stewards of our money, because I don't think we would be in this position for no reason. So our first goal was to max out our Roth IRAs, which would have been about $12,000 per year or $1,000 per month. And to max out each of them, because we each have one, we would need to invest $6,000 each, because we can max out our Roth IRAs as married couples for 2022 at $6,000. And so far we're at $2,000 each. So we should be at what, like $3,000 each. So we're a little short. I think we should be at $6,000. Yeah, $6,000 total if you were to do the math from January to June, because that's kind of what we're working with, but we're not quite there. So we fell short $1,000 each last year. Honestly, as of right now, it's looking like we're gonna fall short $1,000 each or more this year. But you know, I feel like the purpose of a goal is to hopefully achieve it. But even if we fall short a little bit, I mean, at least we tried, and likely we're going to be far in a far better position, you know, even if we fall short of the goal than what we would be if we never set the goal at all. So I'm okay with that. Next up, we have a joint brokerage account. Our goal was to invest $12,000 for the year, which is $1,000 per month, and currently we're at $4,000. So just like the Roths, we're still short a couple $1,000s, but you know, I'm not saying a couple $1,000s isn't dramatic or isn't a lot, but now that I think about it, I feel like, you know, we might actually be able to keep up or catch up. We'll have to see. So that's kind of where we are for our joint brokerage account. For our next goal, we wanted to invest 15% of our paychecks to retirement. And so we can check off this from the list because to date, each month from January until now, we have invested 15% of our paychecks. Next up, I wanted to invest $1,000 independently with the goal of getting real, you know, retirement savvy so that we can fire our financial advisor. Nothing against him personally. This is strictly business, but I don't feel comfortable with getting rid of him just yet. So we're going to keep him around, but that's the hope, is that we can get more savvy in that area. So I can check off this goal from the list because I was aiming to invest about $20 per week, and I have done that. And so today I am at a little over $500, and if I keep at it, I'll probably be somewhere around $1,000 at the end of the year. Now, I can't control the market. There are risks that come with investing, obviously. So I don't really know exactly where I'll be sitting at the end of the year, but as of right now, I'm at a little over 500. So hopefully at the end of the year, I'll be close to about 1,000. But I am having that payment to be automatically withdrawn every week, which is, like I said, $20. Next up, we wanted to save $6,000 in cash or $500 a month. And as of right now, we're at $1,000. So we're not quite there. We got some ways to go. We might be able to make it happen. So I'll have to check in at the end of the year or at the beginning of next year to kind of see where we are and let you guys know where we are. Next up, we wanted to pay off one debt, either my husband's student loans or our car loan. But of course, we're not really that pressed about our car loan. We are more pressed about my husband's student loans. However, we've been waiting for the virus forbearance to end. Just a personal decision that we made. I'm not encouraging anyone else to make that decision, but I really just don't feel the need to jump at anything until we know when the virus forbearance is for sure going to end. That's just a personal conviction. So stay tuned for progress on that goal. And then lastly, we wanted to refinance our mortgage, which we have not done. I think at the end of 2021, we had at least gotten the ball rolling with our loan officer, but I think the ball was in his court and he hasn't reached back out and we haven't reached back out. So that's why we're both just sitting here stuck. But that's the whole purpose of checking in with your goals. You're not really, unless you memorize all of these, which I had to look up these goals. Unless you memorize your goals and you know them verbatim and you know what action steps that you put in place and all of that, you're gonna have a lesser chance of being successful if you aren't actually checking in with your goals. Just like checking in with your planner or your to-do list or your grocery list or whatever. We have to take inventory of different areas of our lives and assess and make the necessary changes. So I'm happy to have done this because now I know what we need to do to get to where we needed to go. So the cool thing about a goal, I think, I'm no goal expert, but the cool thing is when we set our goals, we normally make them realistic and we normally do them at a time when we're really excited. I feel like I can confidently say that typically that eagerness and excitement kind of dies down and dwindles down, but the beauty in checking in with our goals is to be reminded of, I set this goal and I must have been really excited. I clearly thought that meeting this goal was going to change my life and be life-changing, life-transforming. So let's figure out how we can bring that excitement back to please former Shay. Sometimes goals do change and whatnot, but I think that's a cool thing for me about checking in with our goals. I do want to share that one thing that we accomplished this year that we didn't do last year was that we got our pickup truck replaced. So that actually was, a decent amount of money. I would say for sure over $1,000. So that's money that could have gone towards these other areas. And the summer has been pretty serious. I definitely underestimated what we might spend having my 13-year-old niece here for the summer, and for us both being off of work and all three of us being home. Like, we bought a pool. That was a pretty penny. So we've spent a little bit, or a smaller portion of our money, on some of the other things that we didn't have in mind whenever we were going into 2022. So I can attest to the fact that, you know, that's where some of this money went, and that's why we're coming up short in some of these goal areas. So anyway, that is it for today's video. I just wanted to pop on here and give you guys an update and share with you where we are right now. If you like this video, give it a like. Subscribe if you are new, if you're liking what you're seeing, if you want to help me on the road to 100,000 subscribers. And I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a new video. Bye, guys.